introduce the board for one last time before we have an election for new officers. Barbara Soulier, Vice President, come on up here. Mary Horvitz, Secretary, who is absent today. She's ill. So maybe she's on Zoom. Is Mary on Zoom? No? Okay. Well, we wish you well, Mary. Get well soon. Gary Hansen, our treasurer, come on up. Natasha Zanderhills, our membership director, come on up. Kathy Steele, Community Action Group director, come on up. Jenny Bronner, Social Justice Director. Is Jenny here? Come on up. Carol Gandell, Fundraising, and many other hats. On up. Tiffany Boyd Hudson, Political Action Director. And I am your president, but I noticed that somebody's already stamped it past president. So, am I supposed to now just get the boot and leave? But let's hear it for your board of directors. I've had the honor and privilege of working with these folks for 2 strong years, and it's been an honor and a privilege to know and to work with each one of them. So I just want you to know how hard they work behind the scenes to not only make our meetings happen, but all of the other activities that we do all around San Marcos. So one more time, let's hear it for your board of directors. Thank you. Okay, that gets us to an election of new officers. Pursuant to Article 4, Section 1, we will elect new officers this year, this cycle. We have 4 executive officers, right? The president, the vice president, the secretary, and the treasurer. We alternate years as to 2. So 2 get elected one year, 2 get elected next year. For continuity's sake, it works very well. So this year, we will have an election for a new president and for a new secretary. So the nominating committee has nominated 2 people, Paul Mendoza for president and Kristen Walton for secretary. Do I have any other nominations from the floor for either of those positions? I will not do it again. Maybe sometime in the future. Any nominations for president of the San Marcos Democratic Club or secretary of the San Marcos Democratic Club? In case you were interested, before I take a motion, I will tell you what the duties and responsibilities are. Pursuant to our bylaws, Section 2. A, president. The president shall be the chief executive officer of the club. The president shall preside over all meetings of the club and the executive board, make appointments to other positions as required, and act as sole spokesperson for the club. In addition, the president should stimulate active interest in the political process, provide constructive role for active volunteers, contribute to effective leadership and individual responsibility, promote harmony among the club membership between other clubs and within the San Diego County Democratic Party, and the president shall be pre-approve any written correspondence made on behalf of the club. The office of secretary, a little short, although the secretary does all the hard work. The secretary shall keep the minutes of the general meetings and executive board meetings, and conduct correspondence, maintain the club's records, and be responsible for internal communications as requested by the president. So will the 2 nominees please come up and join me? Paul Mendoza, Kristen Walton. Having not heard nominations for these positions by the floor, I will entertain a motion to approve this slate of officers by acclamation. George moves. Carol Gendell seconds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing none, you are unanimously now officers of the San Marcos Democratic Club. Congratulations, Kristen and Paul. As my final duty, before I do get the boot, and now my badge will be official, Kristen, you can go back and take some minutes. Paul, for you, I got you a gift. I really, truly wanted to pass on the gavel to you. So here's your gavel, and you can call your meeting to order, and I will be a member just as if I were out there as with everybody else. Okay? All right, so I can't wait till the cannon did announcements, by the way. All right.
All right, thank you. Don't go too far though, because I've got something for you. As a token of appreciation for all that you have done for the club over the last couple of years and everything you've done for the candidates here and the people that have, volunteered and all of your efforts, we are presenting you with a plaque that says it is with heartfelt gratitude for his distinguished service as the president of the San Marcos Democratic Club that we present you this plaque. For your service, we thank you for serving as president.
I love the blue background. Thank you so much. But you know what? I forgot a very important piece of this process. Kristen, you'll have to come back up. We're going to give you an exercise today, back and forth. Thank you for this plaque. It will hang in with honor in my office. I appreciate it. I forgot to give the oath of office. So Paul, please come over here. I know I forgot something. I got it right here, crying out loud. Okay. I will read the oath of office and you can simply respond, I do or I don't. Okay? In the presence of honored guests and members here assembled, do each of you solemnly promise and pledge that you will faithfully execute the duties of president and secretary of the San Marcos Democratic Club to the best of your knowledge and ability, and to commit yourself to the code of ethics, bylaws, and policies and procedures of the San Marcos Democratic Club, the San Diego County Democratic Party, and the California Democratic Party, to further the objectives of our members and the missions of our club. If you agree, say I do.
I do.
I do.
Thank you. Now we can applaud again. Yay! You thought you were getting rid of me, huh?
All right, where's my agenda? Okay. Michael?
Okay, so this is right here. Yes, great. Just make it clear I'm at the right part on the agenda. Gary is retiring as the treasurer for the club. I'll be coming as the new treasurer, and I wanted to say a couple of things about Gary's service to the San Marcos Democratic Club. So a Democratic club cannot exist, cannot be chartered without a treasurer. So no treasurer means no club. And the bylaws of the Democratic Party say that a treasurer should not be a figurehead position. This is an active working position that requires a decent knowledge of accounting and finance. And the bylaws of the parties mention this because so many clubs have learned the hard way that a good treasurer is very hard to find. If you visit the online discussions about the duties of a club treasurer, like I have been doing recently, you'll see all kinds of stories about bad club treasurers. People who left their records a mess, people who actually became the treasurer and then left town with the club's money. It happens. And it just goes to the point that good treasurers are very, very hard to find. And Gary became treasurer, or no, Gary joined the club in 2007, which was 17 years ago. That was during the George Bush second term. And he became the raffle chair after Obama's victory in 2009. Then he became the newsletter editor in 2010. And finally, in 2012, the year of Obama's reelection, he became the club's treasurer. And for all those years, Gary has maintained the club's books, the financial statements, and the FEC filings that we have to do every quarter for over a decade. And he did this without any drama, and he did a great job, and that's because good treasurers are hard to find. He's also been a very frugal steward of the club's money. Just to give you an example, Gary had gone online and has found a program that he uses for the accounting system that is free. So our books that we do online, we don't have to pay for that software. It's a free software. And he's learned how to integrate that with the other systems that we use for tracking the money to keep that, to produce our financial statements at minimal cost. He's been a very good steward of our money, and that's because good treasurers are hard to find. And lastly, good teachers are also hard to find. He's been very patient with me and doing a great job introducing me to how the systems work and how to accumulate the books every month and do the financial statements. And I'm very grateful that he's planning to stay on in an advisory role in the year ahead, because like I said, good treasurers are hard to find. Thank you so much, Garrett, for your service to the club.